Whoa. There we go.
Here we go.
Hey, everybody. I think somebody's speaker is on. We need somebody to mute. There we go.
Is it me?
Hey, everybody. I think somebody's speaker is on. Somebody is watching it.
There it is. There it
we go. I think we're good.
Somebody
Somebody is watching the stream.
There it is. There
There
it
we
is.
go. I think we're good. We'll get it sorted.
There we go.
We good? Check, check, check.
Chickadee check.
I think we're good. Yes,
Okay.
I don't hear myself anymore. Hey, everybody. How's it going? My name is Ash, and we are back for a very special 2025 Mass Effect N7 Day chat with the cast of the Mass Effect trilogy. This is so exciting. I'm really excited to be back and talking with these wonderful people. Thank you so much for hanging out with us, and big thanks to Dark Horse and to BioWare for all the fun exclusive goodies that we'll be showing off during this chat. There's all sorts of look. Allie already is showing off her
Best Vanna White
gear
right
that
there.
I'm legitimately jealous of. I saw pictures of it and I was like, oh
Wow.
my god, how can I get my hands on this?
Oh, look what Court has. Oh my
Courtney has-
God, Courtney.
Such
Wow.
Gorgeous.
Yes. There's all sorts
Thousand
of cool
pieces.
stuff.
Thousand
Let's
pieces.
go ahead
Oh.
and jump in and do intros because I know we're starting a few minutes late. So let's go ahead and get started. The voice of Commander Shepard, Jennifer Hale, is here. Say hi. There we go.
Along
the
with-
other voice of Commander Shepard, Mr. Mark Meir, is here.
Woo!
The voice of Ashley, Kimberly Brooks, is here.
Hey now.
All right, you have Dr. Liara Tassoni, Ali Hillis, she is here. The voice of Caden Alenko, Raphael Sabarge is here. And the voice of Jack, Courtney Taylor is here.
Woo!
And
guys.
last but not least, the voice of Tali Zara Voss Normandy, Ash Soroka is here. It is so incredibly exciting to see you guys again. I've been really lucky to get to know you guys over the past 10, 15 years. It's been a really long
36
time.
years, right? Yeah.
It's been a really I was like looking back at dates, and I think the first interview I ever did with you guys was in 2011.
Wow.
Wow.
And Allie, I'll tell a quick anecdote, then we'll get started. But Allie was my very first interview in the industry, and she was very kind to me and said really nice things to me. And
I
really, the really
Also
nice things that
true.
she said really kind of altered my career path. And now I've been working in games professionally for well over a decade. So it's been really wonderful to kind of watch everything happen with you guys and get to do these periodically from time to time. I'm obviously a massive fan of this series. I have been for a while. I still consider it one of my favorite titles of all time. And you guys are honestly the best voice cast of all time. So it is always wonderful to talk to you and to pick your brains about cool things. So first thing I want to ask is, how's everybody doing? How are you guys doing?
Great.
Good.
Great. Great.
Yeah.
And
I have a
actually,
hangover.
Thank you for joining the family reunion every time. So
Except
you're
Courtney. Courtney.
Yeah,
not
Courtney has a hangover in Jack-like fashion right now, which is amazing. So I want to go ahead. We have a bunch of questions. We have some questions from the community. We have some stuff to plug and to show off some really cool stuff. And I have some questions for you all that I think will be fun. And big thank you to everyone that is tuning in right now. The Mass Effect community are amazing, creative, wonderful people, and I've gotten to meet many of them over the years. You guys are so passionate and so dedicated. And we sincerely, everybody here, I know, thanks you so much for tuning in and being a part of it. I think everyone here also will be doing signings at different stages, so we'll plug that near the end a little bit more, but there's going to be opportunity to get things signed through Streamily through all the folks here, so you guys will have a chance to get all your cool stuff signed. So the first question is for Jennifer, and this is kind of a broad question. It says, what have you learned from portraying Commander Shepard for so long? In what ways has Commander Shepard influenced you and who you have become since first, I think you started recording that character in like 2005 or something like that. So it's been 20 years.
It's really fun to be Renegade. It's real. I need more Renegade in my life.
Yeah.
And I am fully leaning into the Renegade. Like, super awesome. Love it so much. Yeah, that's one of my favorite things I've learned. Yeah.
I think we almost saw Renegade as the audio was getting set up for this particular.
Dude, we're about to see it with the background music. I'm like, oh yeah, I go full Renegade. Like, I'm like, okay, accept this is a piece of who I am. It's never going away. All right, there it is. Yep.
That's a great answer. Question is for Mark. Shepard is considered one of the most iconic protagonists in the history of games, at least in my opinion. I think the opinion of most people watching here. What would current Mark, tell pre-Mass Effect you about the role and the experience to help get you prepared for portraying this character? So there's a time traveling device. You go back in time, you talk to yourself. How do you prepare?
How far back are we going? Is this me as a child? Is this me just before I do the audition that gets me
just before you book it?
Okay. Well, I would let myself know that, oh, by the way, this franchise that you're going to be involved with is going to be beloved by many people around the world. And when this game is old enough to vote, there will still be people who are very passionate. And it is. This year is the 18 years since the very first game. So there will still be people who are incredibly passionate about it, who will spend time building amazing suits of armor that light up in their garage and then taking them across the country to various conventions and wearing them and creating fantastic works of art and fan fiction and all videos, fan films that in 18 years from now, there will still be people who are once a year celebrating Mass Effect. But I'd say they'll also let Mass Effect live in their hearts every other day of the year, just like Scrooge with Christmas.
That's a great answer. What have some of your favorite? I've been following you for a very long time, and I always see you go on such amazing adventures, and you go out and cosplay, and you hang out with the community all the time. What are some of your favorite memories so far, and some of your favorite fan interactions, since you're so entrenched in the scene?
Okay, I mean, in the cosplay sphere, I remember that was when things really hit home for me. That Mass Effect was huge, was when somebody in one of those amazing suits of armor with lights and everything that could be on screen walked by me at a convention for the first time. So that of course is a big moment. There have been so many huge fan gatherings, and sometimes dozens and dozens of people in full N7 armor and characters from the game, and sometimes enormous puppets. At Dragon Con there was Thresher Maw that was in the parade that was, got to be like 30 feet long. There was a Geth Prime that had to be brought down to the hotel lobby in pieces in the elevator and then assembled in the lobby because it was just way too big to fit in anywhere else.
Wow.
So that kind of thing, that pure spectacle, again, created entirely by the fans and their love of this universe of the game.
Yeah.
That's a great answer. I remember ages ago, there was a cast cosplay, I think at a PAX, and a bunch of you all dressed up and were on stage at a PAX, which was a pretty memorable experience. That was a lot of fun. Courtney, this one's for you, and this is such a fitting question after the story you just told us. Over the years, getting to know you, I learned a little bit about your time as a rebellious teenager. When you first read Jack, what was your initial reaction to the character, and how much of yourself do you really find in your portrayal of Jack?
Well, I'm at a house in Palm Springs with some people that could tell you some stories. There's 4 women out there that could ruin me right now, but I'll keep it.
I don't know if it would ruin you. I think it would just continue to build the amazing aura.
The aura grows.
Yeah, my roommate from when I was 19 is and we're sharing a room. Let's see. I think she was very familiar to me. I mean, I grew up in the punk rock scene. I shaved my head because I got kicked out of school for having odd colored hair. I had dyed my hair pink. So, and this was long before people were dyeing their hair. And it violated the school dress code. So they, suspended me. So I came back with a bald head, and they were going to suspend me again. And I was like, no, this is as natural as it gets. It says right here, natural hair color. I'm like, this is what I came out looking like. So, so she definitely, and then I had a mohawk and stuff too. So when Mass Effect 3 came along, that was great. But I, grew up like making my own clothes and like, stapling my jeans and, sewing stuff. And so the way she's dressed, her attitude, a lot of stuff that, I mean, obviously her stakes are a lot higher than things that happened to me or that I caused in my life. But I definitely ran with gangs, if you want to call it that, all that stuff. So yeah, she felt really, it's funny. People ask me, do I think I would get cast as her now? Because, she was written pansexual and all of this stuff. And I have to think that, yes, I would still, because she and I have like a soul connection, I think. And I remember feeling, I mean, I've been through a lot of therapy and stuff, but having feelings that were way too big to solve with my brain. So, solving them other ways and, a lot of anger. So, but I feel like on the other side, I've come out on the other side as well, being, I like the way that her story arc went, because she retained her punk rockness, but, got to be a self-realized human being. I
love that answer. And it's funny. Many moons ago, you and I went to Salem together. And remember this? I vividly remember.
I think I was hungover that day too.
Yeah, I remember walking around town with you, and there were a couple moments where you would say something, and it was just like, I felt like I was watching Jack walk through these streets, and then, like, there was like this strange parallel that was like, and I could tell that you two were like in a lot of ways, which is really interesting. I think every once in a while actors do find characters that are in a lot of ways like them, and Jack is so unique and such a cool character, and
it really felt like somebody, wrote it. The people that wrote her in both games did an incredible job. Brian Kindregan and Trick Weeks and the missus and everybody who had a hand in her. It definitely felt like, sometimes you get these characters where you're like, you can't, like, it's hard for the words to come out of your mouth because their style of speaking or the cadence or the words they use aren't as familiar to you. So you got to work a little harder. And I mean, I was just like, oh, this is just me talking. Cool. Let's do this.
Yeah, I love it. Absolutely. That's a great answer. So this question is for Ash. This is kind of like, this is an interesting question. I just want to see your take on it. So Mass Effect was obviously recorded way before COVID. And then there was a time when all of us had to kind of, mask up and isolate and be far away from the world. And it was a really challenging time, obviously, for everybody. Did that time with masking up and COVID make you interpret the character of Tali differently than you did prior to that event happening?
Oh, such a good question. My dog just jumped in the shot, so that's what you hear him scratching next to me. Such a good question. I remember doing a live stream with all of you guys, the N7 during COVID, and there was so much. There were so many questions about Tali and the mask and all of that. Say that last part again, Ash. Did it change how I interpreted her? Say the last part again.
I think I asked, did it change how you interpreted the character and sort of the isolation that the character felt, after post-COVID? Sort of your vision of who the character was.
I think COVID changed my interpretation of everything and everyone. So, in that way, sure, it did. I think the difference is that, let's see. Yes, because I could feel a kind of isolation that I had never felt on that scale before. And so, I could relate even more to her actual experience. But then no, because we were all in isolation. We were, for the most part, most of us were masked, or many of us were masked, or being asked to be masked. And so I think if anything, she became just, I guess, much more relatable. And then we all experienced it on an individual level, even though we were going through it on a planetary level. I'm not sure that I'm answering the question. I'm going to chew on this one.
No, I think you are. I think that's a great answer. And, it's funny. I do remember specifically, like, in 2020, when the pandemic was happening, I think a lot of us here did that panel together online, and there was a lot of that going on. And I do remember that there were a lot of questions and there's a lot of uncertainty, and all of us were really isolated from each other. And it was a weird time. It's hard to kind of reflect on it and be like, oh man, that's what it was like. It's like, it wasn't that long ago, but it feels like a million years ago at this point. So much has happened since then.
Yeah.
So shifting gears to something a little happier than pandemics. This one's for Allie. So there's a lot you can't answer with this, but Liara is set to return in some capacity in the next Mass Effect game. I'm not going to ask you anything about it because I already know the answer, but the question is more about the pressure that you feel, knowing the community knows that you are returning in some capacity. What is that like for you, as an actor, having sort of not necessarily the burden, but the responsibility of having knowledge about the future of the franchise while you can't say anything?
And here you see, in her natural environment, the
Yes.
muted version of
Yes.
an NDA seems to have landed on her head.
Yes. But let's talk about the statue.
Let's talk about the statue.
Let's talk about this. Just kidding, I can't.
Yeah.
So I have no information.
That is a fine answer.
I was just as surprised when I think maybe some people here, right here in this panel, texted me. I wasn't at the Game Awards when they showed the first trailer for the next Mass Effect. And all of a sudden my phone was blowing up. Have you seen this? Like, no, I haven't seen. Whoa. So that's all I know. I pretty much know just as much as everybody else.
There you
And
go.
as for pressure, hypothetically, if there is a heavier story for Liara, if she's still around, pressure. I don't think so.
Good.
I
Great
think all I
answer.
feel is love, and love for this community, and love among all of us. And no pressure. The only pressure is the hope that, because any one of us would probably be so thrilled to be a part of anything, that has anything to do with Mass Effect. So I'm, just as thrilled as anybody else would be if it were to happen.
That is a great answer.
Hey, can I say one thing? I was looking at the comments. Alex Wilton Regan sends her love. She's sick,
Oh, poor
guys.
Alex.
So she's under the
Aw.
weather. So she won't be joining us, unfortunately. And I want you all to know that I had conversations with Brandon Keener about jumping on, and he can't either. So, but he said to send his love and that he will do something soon. So the folks that could not make the stream are, and Keith is otherwise employed today, but everyone sends their love to the whole community and is really bummed that they can't be here, and many other cast members as well. So just wanted to get that out of the way so the chat can keep chatting about other stuff. But
Yes.
Thanks,
And we,
Court.
thanks,
We miss
Court.
them.
And we're also limited by the technical restrictions of the stream that we're on. We only have so many slots, and so that's part of why we don't have I'd love to have this entire screen filled with all of us. Yes, thank you.
The more the merrier. I think one year we did it with, I don't know, there was 30 people here. Or
It was
something.
wild.
It
It
was
was
crazy.
wild.
Wild. It was so great.
I still have stress dreams about that one.
You did beautifully.
Poor
You handled
Ash.
it beautifully.
Thanks. That
Yeah.
was
Producing,
like a very
producing.
DIY effort. It was fun
Yeah.
though.
Yep.
So Kimberly, I have a fun question for you. This question is about crossing the stream. So you are a member of the Normandy crew and one of the Hex girls. What is it like to cross the streams when you get to work with not only members of the Normandy crew and other members of the Mass Effect voice team, but other actors in general? So what is that like when you actually get to work with folks that you know? How fun is that?
Well, for me, it's all about that. I mean, I love this group of people, and the voiceover community in general. It's very cool people. So, yes, Jennifer, Hex Girl, come on.
yeah, baby.
It's it's
we just did a chat the other
amazing.
day. Yeah, we
I
had
know.
A, yeah,
We just had a whole Hex
a whole
Girl
live
reunion.
stream on YouTube the other day for the
Dude,
Hex Girls.
It's
Yeah,
so great. We're trying to bring it back.
yeah,
So
babe. No, we're bringing it back. It's
We
just
need
a
to
question
bring
of when
it-
it happens.
Yeah.
Wasn't Jane there with you guys
and
too?
She was.
Yeah,
That's
She was.
fantastic.
Yep.
It was great. Yeah, I don't know. It's there's very talented. I mean, Jennifer, wait, was it true what they were saying about you being in the Guinness Book of World Records? What is that?
Yeah,
What
I
is
have been
that?
for a long time. I don't know if I'm still there, but
What was it?
I need to buy a house. I do every game you throw at me. Yes, I'll say yes. Way back in the 90s when nobody else was doing this, I was like, okay, I'll do it. Okay, yeah, I'll do it. Yeah, I'll do it. Yeah, absolutely, I'll do it.
And
And
it is
it's led me to this beautiful community.
yeah, and you're
like
just
you were
so
saying. Mhm.
prolific and talented, and it's just great to work with. She can be a Hex Girl sipping her tea, or
Me too, my dear.
and
Me too.
or
Mhm.
a badass commander. So I mean, I feel like it's just a great community to be a part of. All of these people are so talented. Courtney, how long have you and I been knowing each other and working together? Forever.
Girl, you were
Is
like
that-
one of the first people I met when I think you were literally, I met you like the first day of my first agency in Los Angeles.
I feel like it was like
Wow.
me
It was
too.
like when God was a girl.
Right.
A long time
Wow.
ago.
A
I
really
had no
long
idea.
time ago. So
Well-
yeah, it's a great community. Allie, I got to go to London because of you. Thank you so much.
Same.
So Raphael,
Great share.
I just saw you. What did I just see you on? And you were like in a show. with the
Task.
He's in Task.
Yes, so
And he was also one of the first people at my agency that I met.
so freaking talented. I
Oh
mean,
my
every time
God.
I see you, I'm always just like, I know him. I
Yeah.
know him. So yeah, it's an amazing community, and I'm just really, really stoked to be a part of it.
Yeah.
So
And-
there's
and
my answer.
You know what I
That
love
is a
about
great
this too? Like you were just saying, sorry, just to jump in. Like I've worked with so many of you, like you, Kimberly, Courtney. Oh my God, you guys don't know this about Courtney. She's hilarious. Well, you probably
know.
do.
Yeah, I know.
Hilarious. Like
I
we've
do
worked
know
on
this.
cartoons together and stuff, and it's just like, and Mark is a comedy genius, and Raph, like everybody on here can do everything, and it's just I have such respect for such respect for
All of
everybody.
you guys.
I was asked at my last con, like, what kind of game, if you could do any game, what kind of game? I think you were there, Jen. Hello. What would you do next? And I literally said something comedic. I mean, you know, we
Yeah.
die a lot, burned alive, shot with an arrow in the head. It'd be
Electrocuted.
really nice to be funny.
Yeah.
That
Really
little
good point.
comedy to it. That's one thing I love though about Mass Effect and the BioWare games is the writing, like Court talked about earlier. The writing's so incredible, and they do throw comedy in there, and I love that, and I think you guys love it too. The levity is so relieving sometimes in a time of stress where you just kind of have this nice big belly laugh because it takes you out of it for a second.
That's a great
Amazing.
answer.
Yeah.
So let's talk a little bit about Task for 2 seconds now.
I
Raphael,
know.
Raphael, first of all,
Ugh.
amazing in Task, wonderful work. It was great to see.
So
As soon as I saw you
incredible.
pop out screen, I was like, oh man, and you were a very terrifying character in that. So it's wonderful to see.
Oh,
You
this
always play those characters.
he's
Raphael's
like
like
the
the nicest,
sweetest
sweetest
man
person.
on the
And he
planet.
is always the murderer. Like,
Like, what's going on
I-
there?
I just
Yeah.
saw you in The Diplomat, and you were perfectly like
Yes.
annoying and inappropriate. Like, oh my God, so good. Because you are the nicest man, and I was like, oh, perfectly played, Ralph.
yes,
Perfectly played.
he was quite a meanie in Task as well. So this is a goofy question, but I love to throw these in every once in a while. You're sitting at your place. I'm assuming you still live in New York.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're sitting at your place in New York. You get a knock on the door, and Caden's at the door. He says, "Hey, let's go hang out." Where do you go, and what do you do with a night out on the town with Caden Malenko?
Oh my gosh. First of all, I'll follow him anywhere. Yeah. God, what the hell do you do? I guess you know, there's no club that you don't go to, I guess. There's no series of underground tunnels to not explore. Probably to Brooklyn. I think Caden probably lives in Brooklyn. I'm pretty sure about that. Yeah, definitely a Brooklyn kind of dude. Yeah.
Wonderful. We have-
Raphael, I just moved to New York. We have to hang out. Yeah.
What?
Right? Right?
Cool.
Right?
I did.
Where do you live?
I live in Long Island City. It's beautiful.
Wow.
You all
Yeah,
heard it here first. Everybody heard it here first.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'm coming to Long Island City.
Okay, I'll text you.
Great. Perfect. Lovely.
We'll do lunch.
That's
I
great.
love it. Take
Kate and
pictures.
Ashley.
There it
Let us
is.
all know what's going on. We have a bunch of questions that we kind of sourced from the community as well. So these are kind of broad, general questions for anybody that really wants to answer. This is a fun one. I kind of like to know this. So what are you into right now when you're not working or traveling for work? So sort of what do you like to collect? What are your passions, your hobbies, things that you feel comfortable sharing with all the people
You
watching?
have to ask Mark Muir that. That's
I
definitely.
mean, it's a very long list of just
what are you
every
collecting now? Yes.
So comic books, both DC and Marvel and independent books, like Dark Horse Comics is also quite good. You mentioned them earlier. I collect action figures. I collect. I do cosplay, so I collect props and costumes and silicone masks, and I do have some Mass Effect silicone masks and things like that.
Do
I
you
do have
own
a
a warehouse? I just want to like.
I have a basement.
Oh, dude,
I have
you
a
should
basement.
see his
I'm
basement is like the best curated museum you have ever
Wow.
I should
That's
say
the
I
thing
have
about
a
living in
basement,
Canada.
also
Basement.
generous, patient wife who allows me the entire basement. So,
But the way you have it put together, like when I walked in there, I was like, oh my God, this is like a museum. It's incredible.
That is so
Yeah.
cool. Maybe
Yeah.
we need a tour, Mark.
I know. We need
need
to set that up.
Do a virtual tour. Like take us through
Very
your
messy.
Basement tour.
There's something
Yeah.
down there right now.
Yeah.
Because you know what, Dark Horse keeps sending me free things, like this awesome Mass Effect things that are being displayed currently. I have a few.
Courtney, that is cool.
You're doing a lot of D&D too, aren't you, Mark? You're like,
Wow.
I do play a lot of Dungeons and
Crazy.
Dragons, so there's shelves and shelves of Dungeons and Dragons books.
Yeah.
I'm one of the dungeon masters at D&D in a castle. So if you are a member of the general public and you want to play Dungeons and Dragons with me as your dungeon master, I do happen to know that I think I have a few seats left in my late April table in 2026 over at. That'll be at Walworth Castle. It's a new venue for us in the UK. So yeah, those are amazing. I get to go live in a castle for 2 weeks and do nothing.
Oh
but
my
play.
God.
Jeez, living the dream. I think
Yes.
every time Mark posts something, no matter what it is, I'm kind of jealous. I'm like, oh man, he's doing this thing now, and he's.
Well, right now, currently, I'm coming to you from my hotel room at Darkness Emergent, which is a vampire LARP in Atlanta. So I'm playing an elder vampire in the evening's festivities, and unlike a typical LARP, you're not just yelling fireball and throwing beanbags. It's almost all politics. It's all vampire politics. And standing
amazing.
around.
Oh.
Amazing.
Although I would
wow,
totally
debate.
pay to watch you throw fire in beanbags. I would totally pay.
I've done it.
I'm trying to picture what are the vampire politics? Like what goes
Oh,
on?
dude.
Oh, that's nothing but politics. It's just all Game of Thrones turned up to 12. It's just all because it's all these, all the characters are immortals and
Mhm.
they're all sort of backbiting and forming alliances. And
The
yeah,
hierarchy and what.
it's amazing to and to be
So
a part of it.
brilliant.
I
So
love it.
brilliant.
Does anyone else have any other exciting adventures? Where
Well, I'm as always steeped into skillshub.life.
hey,
And you know what? I've also been diving into this is going to sound so like take us in a whole different direction, but I've been diving into understanding and learning AI, and it's just fascinating. Everybody, one thing I learned lately in the last week, it's been asking me questions,
oh wow,
and we had a conversation last night. Oh yeah, we had a conversation. And it was like, and I said, and I talked about my concerns for the future. And it said, the more people who interact with it with thoughtful, heartfelt communication and conversations, the more, because it's still being programmed, the more that's going to become part of its programming. So everybody out there, if you're just asking it to do this, to fix that, do this, like just task oriented, that's how it's going to turn out. But if you go, how are you? I hope you have an interesting night. Tell me what you're thinking about this. We're going to build that into it because the check is still being written. So that's from my conversation with it last night.
That's
so
brilliant.
interesting.
So,
It's wild.
so inject empathy.
Yes,
Yeah.
it's only
Wow.
gonna have we only have empathy as an option if we put it in there.
Wow.
Don't be mad, you guys. Look, you create a partner, build a partner. It's our only chance.
Yeah, that's a good point. Actually, it's so funny that you mentioned this because I actually had a question in here. I'm just going to go ahead and read it. It says one of the themes of Mass Effect is the danger of artificial intelligence.
Yeah.
And I'm curious what all of your thoughts are on artificial intelligence in general, and also in relation to game development and voice acting.
Yeah, Thorny. thorny issue.
It's
It's
funny.
Yeah.
Especially
yet to
because-
understand why people don't talk about it in some kind of a frightened, we don't know what's kind of happening kind of way, or we don't know what's coming kind of way. Because obviously, and you can replicate any of us and do a sort of a whether it be through video or audio, and so the question is then where do you then take the soul out of the actual sound and image, and how do we continue to do what we do?
Does this unit have a soul?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Well,
mean, the AI actress thing was a little scary to me, a little bit. That was all over the news. That was, seeking an agent. I don't know. I don't really know how that played out. I don't really. Someone educate me.
The thing that
I will say this. I'll say this. We'll always have live theater.
yes, Mark, yes.
Improv is going to be big.
So good at it.
Big,
I
right.
am moved
Well,
back
I
to New
think
York.
I mean, it brings uncertainty, right? And anything this new with this much uncertainty is going to generate a tremendous amount of fear in humans. And I think it's important for us to stay aware that we're in fear and not treat our fear like it's fact.
Yeah.
It's a theory just like any other. And I think it's a tool. AI is a tool. And we all make micro decisions out there every single day with how we wield this tool. Again, I say it all the time. It's like a hammer. I can take my hammer and build you a house, or I can take my hammer and break your kneecaps. I'm the one with the hammer. I'm the one making the decision, and right now we have a chance. This thing is still developing. It's still forming, and we have a chance to interact with it. If we interact with it like it's the enemy and the other, then it's going to learn that it's the enemy and the other. Therefore, we're the enemy and the other. And we've never not been the apex predator on the planet, and that may end. And so I'd like to treat the new one with respect and consideration, hoping there's a chance I'll get that back.
That's a really
That's
good
just
point.
how I approach it. Yeah.
You better be friendly to the AI, or else
Well,
you become.
I, for one, salute our new robot overlords. I want that.
Right. well,
You
you're
can go back and play the takeover, guys.
yeah, you're programming a new. I'm open somewhere for somebody. I don't know where it's cutting. You guys hearing that echo too?
Yeah, I'm hearing it.
Yeah, it's weird. We're programming a new child basically, but this child is going to surpass us very quickly. And how we treat it is we have a chance if we treat it to treat us the way we want to be treated. We have a chance. That's our chance. Yeah, I think it's partnership. It's collaboration. It's not othering, because right now we're othering the crap out of everything everywhere.
Yeah.
And the othering is not helping.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. And it's not like we can stop it at this stage. It's like there's no going back,
Dude, like here comes humility. Get ready.
Right.
I very much appreciate your thoughts and ideas, Commander.
Again,
wonderful.
just my perspective. I've been diving into it a lot, though.
It's
I will
really
say this:
fascinating.
we should not attach flamethrowers to those robot dogs, because that will not.
Please not. Please not.
Bad idea.
Yeah.
Bad.
Same rule for most things. No
Yeah,
flamethrowers.
generally flamethrowers
Yeah, no.
tend to be right. Children don't try this at home, right? Yeah.
We have a question from Mr. Fight Monster 118, and he says, "How does preparing for and performing a character in Mass Effect differ from anything else that you've done?"
Who is that for?
This is for anybody that wants to answer.
Repeat.
Yeah. So the question was, how does preparing and performing a character in Mass Effect differ from other roles, essentially?
For me, from the get-go, it was more of a collaboration because, on a lot of games, it's already been voiced by someone else in Japanese or in another language. And so we kind of get an idea already of what the character is going to sound like, or at least their lilt and their intentions and their emotion. And we get to see a game already done pretty much. But with Mass Effect, from the beginning, the game is in development as we're voicing it. So the very first time that I got to meet Liara, thank you, Dark Horse, for this beauty right here. She was more or less like a rendering up on a screen, kind of like a, just sort of drawing. And I believe there was some blue in there, but I think they were still hashing out what she even looked like when we were hashing out what she was going to sound like. So I really enjoyed that process. I don't do that on very many projects where it really felt collaborative. Like we were seeing what's going on as we're, working as well. So it was cool. That was my experience anyway.
I will say when I'm in these sessions, I swear I can feel the community in there with me.
Yes.
It's been a minute since we recorded stuff for it, but I mean, this is a community like no other. And I swear I feel you guys in that room with me.
You have
when
great
I'm there.
weight when you say that, Jennifer, just because of, again, you're a Guinness Book of World Records, holder or holdee, as it were. But it is an incredible community. It is unlike any other community I've ever experienced.
It is. I mean, I'm gonna, I'm gonna risk some pushback saying this, but from my table at conventions, I notice, because I've had the good fortune to do several Star Wars characters as well. The love for this universe, the Mass Effect universe, is, I would say, as strong in the people I see as the love almost for the Star Wars universe. It's not as large, it doesn't reach as far, but the intensity of the commitment of the community rivals that.
And how many tattoos have you seen, right? With the
oh my God.
Yeah, right.
Oh my God. Well, because it changes people's lives. Like it changes people's lives.
It's so immersive.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
It's so beautifully written. To me, everything comes from the writers, right? Writers make the world go round. Without them, we have nothing. Right. And these writers, and now that I'm a dual citizen, I've always been, but I've lived in Canada now for 5.5 years. And there's something about the Canadian sensibility. It is not showy at all. It is very quiet, but it is so community minded, and it's so inclusive, and it birthed this universe in a really powerful and beautiful way. And every one of those writers is Canadian. That entire initial team, Canadian. And I think this project is informed by those sensibilities. And I think it's incredibly beautiful what came out of it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Quick shout out to the development team and the writing team. Of course, they're fantastic. And all of us fans are, so many people have worked on these games over the years. So shout out to all of them. A lot of times developers and writers don't get as much love as they should. It is a hard job, as everyone here is well aware. So they need all the love they can get. So
they do.
Shout out to them.
Can I brag on Mark for a second? I did not know this. Mark and Ali and Alex and I were in London recently, and we were on a panel, and I learned on that panel that the sound of every one of these alien races in this game, alien species in this game, came from the brain of Mark Meer. Like he was involved in the creation of the sound of every single one of the different species in this game. I mean, shout out to you.
I can't take sole credit.
You were involved.
Before I was Shepard, I was hired to, like at the very early stages, hired to come up with what the baseline members of each race would come. And they didn't necessarily always take the suggestion. I basically was paid to do a demonstration to the devs or a presentation.
Yeah. And how many different aliens did you bring in?
I mean, it was all.
Somebody's they're calling you now.
I need you. Get in the studio.
How many different
some more aliens?
I did. Okay, so I do take credit for why the Solarians have the cadence of Steve Buscemi. Because I was the impression for a Solarian bartender who was like one of the example ones that I did. And some of the stuff was very obvious, like the Volus are wearing a breathing apparatus, so maybe they make a wheezing sound in between sentences or in the middle of sentences. And some stuff they didn't take and some stuff was just obvious, like the Krogan should probably have big, deep, gruff voices. Yeah. But there was some stuff like with the Turians, I had suggested, because of their facial structure, because they also just gave me a bunch of art and a big stack of information on the species and their culture. So I suggested maybe it'd be interesting if they make a clicking noise at the end of sentences or something like that. But this was very early and before Garrus was actually written or in the game as a companion character. And once Garrus was going to have that much spotlight, they're like, that clicking is going to get old very quickly. So with the Turians, they just put a filter on. But yeah, I can claim credit for some stuff. And then, of course, there were some alien races that I was all of, like the Vorcha. And that wasn't the initial plan. It was just that they had me do a Vorcha, and the way I did it was filling my mouth half full of water and then just screeching at the top of my lungs in the booth.
Oh my
There's
god.
no real technique to like, oh, I'll predict
that for 4 hours.
No, it was just like blowing out my voice. And they would save that for the end of the week. You know, on the last thing on Friday, we'll do some Vorcha stuff. And after I'd laid that down, they came back to me and said, we did like what you did with the Vorcha, but we don't think we can, you know, it would be responsible to ask any other actor to have to do that. So why don't you just do all the Vorcha?
We're just gonna kill you, and then we're good.
Yeah.
Right.
You
Yeah.
bleed all the blood, and then we're solid.
They gave me all weekend to recover. So it was,
Did you do anything for the Quarians? Because if you did,
I
I would
didn't.
love that too.
I played one Quarian. I think I might have done like the occasional line. There was Praza, who's the guy that gets killed by the Atlas in your loyalty mission, I think in 3.
But did you bring the? Because I remember what was on the script at the beginning, and I thought I made up the accent, but now I'm hearing maybe I.
Oh no! Because I didn't really. They didn't have me do Quarians. It was mostly the more alien ones, and obviously they didn't have me do any with the Asari either. But with Praza, when I got cast to play a Quarian that had more than a handful of lines, I actually was imitating your accent. So yeah, you did set that accent. And also I think Praza was specifically from the same part of the flotilla as Tali, so it made sense that they would have a similar accent.
But the thing, I mean, in addition to all of those things, and because I love this story as well, I'm going to tag on Jennifer, but essentially to say is that, you know, you were part of the test voices for the game, and they brought you in, and essentially the reason why you got the male Commander Shepard was because you had essentially been sort of doing it for them, right? I mean, you would essentially sort of come in and test it out. And then
like I said, I was doing aliens, and I did some scratch dialogue just as Shepard, because it was just like, oh yeah, well, whoever does Shepard or the male Shepard will fill it. And during that process, they went, "Would you? We'd like you to actually audition."
It's so cool. It's so cool.
So they did have to, just put me into the process where of like going for auditions and callbacks. And every time I heard I moved to the next round of callbacks, I was like, I will never get this. So that's probably why I wasn't nervous. I was just like, there's absolutely no way. So
does it feel? I'm sorry, I'm going to ask you another question. Does it feel like this game changed your life?
Yes, let's face it, it did, because it was the first time I'd played a lead in a video game. I'd done lots of video game work, but it was always as monsters or bad guys. And so to get cast against Jennifer, who again, Guinness Book of World Record holder, I think along with our castmate Steve Bloom, that was a huge deal, because up till then I'd done minor stuff, and of course I think you know this. In Knights of the Old Republic, I did the demo Karth. I
didn't know that.
Yes.
I didn't know that either.
I knew I was going to get replaced in that, but I was holding out hope that I was going to get to still play some of the Imperial officers I did, because I did a British accent for them. I was quite proud of it.
We have to make this happen. Okay.
Unfortunately, Lucasfilm had like stipulated that it's like, no, we're only using LA actors for this.
Oh my gosh.
And the person they got to do the Imperial officer didn't do a British accent. I was like, what? No, they're all British.
Wow.
You're the guy. I mean, that's so cool, because it's like you're the, in a certain sense, because you were sort of brought in sort of as like the support team. And it's almost like you were the understudy that was brought in, and everyone went, oh my God, this is the star of the show.
Yeah.
And
well, I mean, I got to be co-star the show with Jennifer, so yeah.
Well, and you went on to be the lead in The Long Dark, and we also get to work together in that. You know, like you're rocking it, yeah.
And we don't play the same character, so we can actually have scenes together.
We have scenes together. We have a history. We have a whole story.
We're a divorced couple.
It shredded me when I did the latest round of records. It just absolutely excruciating.
Wait,
very
did you
much
say
looking
you're
forward
a divorced couple? You went from being Shepard. Oh, sorry.
Yes. Spoiler alert if you haven't played the game yet. Just wait.
I mean, you discover that in the opening minutes.
Yeah, you do. Okay, sorry. Yes, Sally, that's true. Yes, we are.
I mean, that's just funny.
Yeah. The Shepherds have divorced.
Talk about comedy.
You're right.
Like I say, the main benefit is actually getting to act opposite Jennifer instead of us being the same person and doing the same scenes, but never actually interacting.
Well,
that's what the show is going to be about. Actually. The Mass Effect television show. Spoiler alert! It's a comedy, half-hour comedy.
I'm done.
Horse shepherds.
I love
Or just
that. Oh my god! And
producing.
I have to follow him, and we take turns, like who has to follow who. Because when I started my first recording sessions, they brought me Mark's tracks, and I did an A, B, and a C of every line. They played me Mark's line, and I did Mark's line Mark's way.
That's
and then
brilliant.
on the B take, I did the same timing my way. Then on the C take, I did what my creative juices just sent through, and I don't know to this day which ones they would pick, because it was my first time really living in a player character role where, for technical reasons, like, you can't change a piece of punctuation. It has got to live in the same lane. Otherwise, you mess up the entire process. And now we're doing games like, Old Republic Online, where there's like, I don't know, six different things you can play as. So you got 6 people, got to line up all those exact performances, but it's become a BioWare thing they can do. But it's a fascinating way to work. Yeah.
Wow.
So,
I'm just hearing, I should go. I should go. I should go. I should go.
oh my God. I was like,
and
we're
it's
not going to
true.
reprint this. No, we never reprinted a single I should go. We said every single one of them.
There's most of them.
You were
You know,
quite
you could've just been, "Oh, you got that."
Yeah.
Amazing.
And the thing about timing is very true, because of course later it would always depend on scheduling. So sometimes Jennifer would record a scene first, sometimes I would, and they were quite good about letting us it's like, this sentence is a bit of a mouthful. Is if you just flip it like this, it's a lot more natural and it flows better. It would always be good about that.
Yeah.
But they had to track any of those changes. If Jennifer had changed a line, they had to make sure it got changed in my script. If I was recording second, if I recorded first and like even changed, like flipped the order of 2 words, they would have to. That was the same.
And
Yeah.
I'm dyslexic, so that was always a challenge. I was like, don't do it, don't do it, don't do it. And I realized a while back, I have this weird process where I flash memorize and I talk to my imaginary friends. So when a line would come up on the screen, I'd just be talking to my friends in the air. And sometimes a word will flip when you do that. And I'm like, no, I can't. So it was like wrestling between the people I wanted to talk, people in the room I wanted to talk to, and then getting every single dot right. Yeah.
Oh, geez. It's actually a really good segue. We got a question from Jonathan, who wanted to know if there was any particular scene that any of you recorded that you would ever want to go back and record differently than what you did.
Oh, don't even ask. No, I don't play games. I suck at games. And part of why I don't play is because, like, this is a huge, I don't know, you guys tell me your experience, but my experience is that voice directors are everything in that room, because we don't have context and we don't see a line. This entire thing for all of us is cold reading. We don't see a letter until we walk in to do the line, and our working out of context and out of sequence, and we know nothing. So we rely on whatever that amazing voice director can channel to us of all of our context in like that much time. So I had to play once for an hour. Drove me crazy, because now with all that additional context, I just wanted to go back and do it better.
That makes sense.
I'm glad I don't play.
And to your point, Jen, I didn't even know when Liara was the shadow broker. So the director was the one that directed me into that performance. And I was very frustratingly going home every day, filled with confusion and frustration. And my heart was breaking, because I was like, did they change writers? Like, where's Trick? Is he not writing me anymore? Why is she suddenly this way when she used to be that way? Somebody's completely effed this whole thing up. I'm so upset. This is not her. Well, even the director, no one told me that there was a little tiny change in Liara, and I would be flaying with my mind.
I love it. I absolutely love it.
You just have to surrender. You just go, okay, what do you need? Okay. And then you just turn your brain off. Okay.
Clay, verbal clay.
Yeah.
Love it.
Yeah.
So we're starting to run out of time, but I did want to ask one more general question.
Yeah. Courtney's got to
and it's Courtney's got to take off too. Do any of you have a memorable fan interaction, or your top memory from being with the community for so many years that really stands out that you would want to share with the rest of the community, or any top one? If you guys can't think of one, I'm sure I have some.
There are. It's a sort of repeating motif that happens with fan interactions. And one is that people will come up and talk to you about an incredibly hard time that they were going through. They might have been deployed overseas with the military. They might have had illness in their family. They might have been ill themselves. facing all kinds of challenges. And when people come up and say, thank you for getting me through it, and that's always very humbling, because it's like, I just recorded voices and got paid to do it. And, I didn't know I was going to be helping you. And I always tell them, it's like, you are the one that got yourself through that time. And congratulations, fantastic work on doing that. And I'm so glad that we were able to help. But it was you were the one that did that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
Well
walked
said.
the
Well
fire.
said. That's exactly right. I mean, there's been so many people that have come up and just sort of said, it that moment of crisis, or when during the pandemic, when they dropped, Legendary, which I think was always sort of like the BioWare is they're genius. They knew the pandemic was coming and they were going to drop it when we needed it the most. I mean, they this game has been like kind of the best kind of vacation property from life in a way in your head, right? Where you can kind of go there and sort of get away from kind of what's been difficult, and also then the community. The community is the most incredible part. I mean, we've talked about this, but just the warmth, the connection, the just the amount of heart that comes through in terms of just people's love for this and this world and the people in it, and their relationships. Going back to the writing thing, I mean, the relationships are what make this game so poignant, and they just between that and the adrenaline of playing, you're just so bonded. It's like war buddies. I mean, where you're just you see each other at 75, and you remember when you're 20 in the foxhole. I mean, it has that kind of just extraordinary way in which it works on our chemistry and our brain chemistry, and it's so bonding. It's just so bonding.
Yeah.
I can't count the number of people that have come up and said, like, pairs of people going, oh my God, we're best friends because of Mass Effect. Oh my God, I met my husband, or I met my wife, or I met my spouse playing Mass Effect. And oh my God, we all became friends from Mass Effect. Like, that has happened so many times. Yeah. It's fantastic.
I mean,
Go ahead.
no, I was just going to say, I mean, my career was, really born out of my love of this franchise, and it kicked off so many things. And the community has always been so loving and gracious toward myself over the past 15 plus years. It's just awesome.
You're a standout, dude. You're a super standout, dude. No, you are. You're a lovely human being.
Oh, thank you. Super kind of you guys. Yeah. So we have some merch to show off before we get out of here. Some really cool stuff. We have show and tell to do. So there's some merchandise from Dark Horse and from BioWare. There is a special code, and I'm going to say it, and then maybe I'll go ahead and type it somewhere where you guys can see it in a little bit. But it's N7day_25, and it's a 25% off discount.
Whoa, 25%!
Wow.
Yes, on all Dark Horse Mass Effect merchandise.
Seriously?
Oh my God, I bought a couple of those Jack. They just made Jack figurines. I bought a bunch.
Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
Waited.
Oh God. N7day_25.
Yes, N7day_25. The first kind of big piece is this showcase tally figure. There's only 1,000 of those, and Ash has it right there.
Oh,
It is
my
12.6 inches long, made of poly resin.
Wow.
It
What's
ships
the back look like?
next summer. It ships,
Let's see the
and
back.
yeah, you can get 25. It is gorgeous.
Wow.
You kinda want
Look at
one?
that.
Gorgeous all the way around, guys.
Very
Yes.
cool.
Way around, inside and out.
Mhm.
Very cool. And then Allie has Liara there as well. Get that.
You're okay.
Show off all
Amazing.
this cool stuff.
Let's have the 360 on Liara.
All right, ready?
The 360.
360.
Oh my gosh. Look at that.
Isn't she beautiful?
Wow.
I may ask to borrow that, Allie.
Thank you, Dark
Yeah.
Horse.
Yeah.
Mwah.
And I believe I don't know if they're out yet, but I think they are making both Shepherds soon.
Nice.
Yes.
And look, they've also made
Yes. Courtney has
Garrus. So Garrus is here with us.
Oh my gosh. Oh,
I don't want to take it out of the box because I'm afraid, like, I feel like somebody's gonna want this somehow.
Yeah,
Mint.
yeah, in its
But,
pristine form.
Yes, and it's
Brandon
then-
should have that.
I know.
Yeah.
And so and then here's an Erdnot Rex.
Oh
wow.
Stevie, oh my
You've got so many.
God.
You've got so much stuff. Like you and Mark with your museum of stuff.
No, this is directly from Dark
Dark
Horse.
Horse just sent that.
And BioWare just thank you, Zelda, if you're watching out there,
Yes,
for
God
getting
bless
all of
Zelda.
this stuff
Have that
squared
puzzle.
away.
Oh, shout out
There's
to
a
Zelda.
beautiful 1,000-piece jigsaw puzzle, not one, but two.
Oh,
Wow.
Three.
Yes.
cool.
Oh my gosh.
Oh,
is
wow.
Gorgeous.
Hours of fun.
Oh
know,
my
hours of
gosh,
fun,
look
guys.
at
Hours of
this.
fun.
That's
So
really
very
cool.
cool.
What's the
That's
code one more
great.
time, Ash? What was that
The
code?
code is
Seven.
N7day_25, and you
Okay.
get 25% off.
Is it all caps
any-
or lowercase or?
It's all caps.
Okay, N7day_25. Okay.
Yeah.
All
There's
caps.
also a legion. There's a legion, and I'm now realizing why it was delivered to me. It wasn't an accident. I was supposed to be showing you. It's
Oh.
gorgeous, and it's
Oh,
in my house right now. So I'll
Okay.
post that on my Instagram at
yeah,
Miss
love that.
Abby
And
Lewis,
tag DC in that.
and I'll tag you.
Yes.
And look.
These
are pins.
Oh, they're
Can you see
beautiful.
those?
Yes.
It's very
Yes,
cool.
they look
So
amazing.
cool.
This is
Wow.
Art of Mass Effect trilogy. This is the expanded edition, and it's gorgeous. It shows some of the art on the back. I didn't take it out of its wrapping. It's
Yeah.
like so
Yeah.
beautiful and pristine.
Pristine. Yeah.
Very beautiful.
Gorgeous.
Oh my God. Look, Courtney, is that a different one?
It's an Andromeda one.
It's Andromeda.
And I also have
Ooh.
I have the Jack figure, but I forgot it.
Because you're partying.
Everything
You're
else,
partying this
right.
You're
weekend.
I love
hungover.
the art.
Michael
I
Jack
left it at my
form.
house in LA. So
You're jacking this weekend.
Oops.
I am so
love it.
jacking this week.
And,
it's also
Of course,
it's also Pride here, so
Oh.
I'm repping
Yes, girl.
sugar percussion, but also celebrating a little Pride out here in Palm
Mhm.
Springs. So
Love it. Love it.
Very cool.
I apologize. I have lots of Mass Effect stuff, but I'm in a hotel room, so I don't have it. But I do have the new Commander Shepard hand puppet with me. Huh?
Nice.
Oh
One of
my
a
God,
kind.
that's amazing.
Wow.
Art.
Sounds
That
just
is so
like
much is
I mean,
that?
that's a work of art. That
Is
I
there a
want the
pull
hand
string
puppet.
that says "I must go"?
Oh
I
no,
should
it's just,
go.
you just
I
do it
should
yourself.
go.
I should go.
I
See,
should go.
Jennifer's got
Yeah.
one too.
do this
I
one.
should go.
I must
There you
go.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
there's that one
I
too.
got one too. I should go. Yeah.
Oh, I
I
should go.
go.
I'm sorry. Oh my god. I
Oh,
should
I
go.
love
I
it.
should
I
go.
should go.
Before we do go, there are signings happening through Streamly. I'm going to go ahead and run through all of you guys now. You guys can give your socials and any projects that you want to plug and your Streamly time if you have it at hand. Otherwise, I just suggest that everyone follow them on socials. You probably are following all of them already if you're watching this,
Yeah.
but if not, please, I'll give you guys an opportunity to plug your socials as well.
Mhm.
Jennifer,
Mhm.
when are you signing and where can people find you?
My calendar necessitates that I sign off camera. So I will be, my shop is open until November 14th. Once that closes, they will ship me the prints and I will sign them. So if you want to order anything to be signed, it has to be in by November 14th. And then that's it. And you can find me on socials at jhalegraham on Instagram. I'm kind of on X, but mostly Instagram and Threads. And I'm on TikTok too, but I don't remember who I am on TikTok.
I know. Me
And
neither.
most of the time, I'm spending my time opening doors for as many people as I can who want into the voice acting life on skillshub.life. So,
Awesome. What
Thank
about
you.
yourself, Mark?
Oh, well, I am Mr. Mark Muir. That's Mr. Mark Muir on Instagram. And that's where I'll be doing my live signing. I am going to do it on camera, but not for a while because I'm traveling around a lot. So like Jennifer, I'm going to have my store open until the 14th, and then they will send them all to me. And I would believe I am scheduled to sign on N27 day, which is November 27th. And that's because the next few weeks I'll be joining Courtney, as a matter of fact, at the Fallout fan celebration. I'm going strictly as a fan because I'm a huge Fallout fan. But I look forward to that. I'll be a ghoul most of the time, and following that, I'll also be playing the same ghoul in the Fallout RPG at PAX Unplugged with the good folks of Modifius. And as mentioned, if you like to play Dungeons and Dragons, you can play with me at D&D in a Castle at the end of April in the UK. And also, if you like Call of Cthulhu, you might want to check out Bookshops of Arkham and Graveyards of Arkham on the Chaosium YouTube channel. And that is me doing scenarios with a great group of players, scenarios that are actually co-written by my wife, Belinda Cornish.
Oh, very cool. That's
Cool.
awesome.
shout out to
I
Belinda.
just had a breaking message that we actually have a video of I believe the Tali statue that we can toss to
Ooh.
here that was provided to us by Dark Horse. So
Ooh.
if
Should-
the
Court-
team wants to go ahead and toss to that,
Actually, can we toss Courtney? I know has some time issues. I just want to make sure
Oh,
we
sure.
get her a chance to share before she has to.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
Sure. Yeah.
Shout
Great.
out.
Awesome. I'm on Instagram, Courtney Taylor LA. My name is spelled Courtenay. If you spell it NEY, you will get a different experience. She's a very nice lady, but she's not me. Very friendly. Courtenay Taylor LA on Instagram. I am really not on Twitter or TikTok, but I am on Blue Sky. And I will be doing the Fallout fan celebration in Good Springs, Nevada this week. Like it's like a week from today.
Oh my
Right
So
away.
if you are a Fallout fan, it's going to be incredible. It's in right outside of Las Vegas. It's going to be all things. They're pulling out all the stops. It's a killer year to go. So that's going to be super fun. And then I don't think I have any other conventions for the rest of the year. I think that's it. You can hang out with me. I'll do my live signing Monday night, 7 p.m. when I'm home from Palm Springs, which I mean, let's hope I'm in better shape than I am now. And
You just
better
need your
or
right hand
very
good.
worse or very worse.
Get a good protein shake and you'll be fine. Right?
I,
Electrolytes, baby.
Doesn't
it's funny. They make this stuff in England called Solpadeine, which is the jam. So I chugged some of that right before this, so I'm feeling a little better. It's like a fizzy tablet that has like, it settles your stomach and it has caffeine and codeine in it, and it centers you. Not to do it.
Hey, I need that every day.
Caffeine, no protein.
Stroke is like, stop treating your body like a garbage dump.
What's the code for that? N7 what?
Exactly. It's Jack _ hangover _ fuck you.
Oh boy, you heard that, kids.
That's right. Sorry. Somebody had to swear. So that's it. But I love you guys, and I do have to jump because
Mwah.
the ladies are calling. But
Great to see you.
I
Love you,
adore all of
Courtney.
you. It's great to see you guys, and
See you in
thank
New
you all for
Vegas.
showing up.
All right. Great seeing you. All right. So, folks at Streamily, if you guys can run that video now, that would be fantastic. Otherwise, we'll continue in a moment. I don't have the ability to run it on my end, so
Let's see.
We'll
Let's see. Let me
we'll
check.
wait a few
Let me
secs.
check our back channel chat and still see what happens. I don't see any messages there. We could sing songs until they do.
Hey,
We could all hum Jeopardy music. That's
Oh,
kind of
Yes.
ding, 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 ding. Wait, we might have copyright violations.
oh,
yeah. I was gonna
yeah.
say we'll get shut down. Don't say it. Don't
We don't
do
want
it
that.
They'll
again.
remove this
theme
video
song.
from
No
YouTube.
theme
Oh my
Right, they'll
God.
shut us down, right? Yeah.
I played
Yeah.
Led
All kinds of
Zeppelin on my
drugs, so-
Instagram feed, and they shut me down.
Are you kidding me? I've
And
been,
deleted the entire piece. I
I've
was
been
like,
tagged for my
"Ah!"
own songs. I've been tagged for my own songs. I'm like, it's my song.
Oh,
Oh my
wow.
God, dang it.
Oh my
Mhm.
gosh, that's crazy.
Trust me, you'll
Mhm.
pay myself.
They don't. Let's see. They're working on getting the file up. So you want to take another question while
Yeah,
they-
let's go ahead and keep doing outros, and then I'll wait for
Oh, yeah.
the signal here in chat. So, Kimberly, let's go ahead and do when your signing's happening and where folks can find you.
Oh, I think it's happening on the 29th. I think, is that the day or the 27th? Shoot, sorry. I don't know. What's that Saturday? What day is Saturday?
Saturday,
The
let's see.
29th.
Yeah.
Yes. And I don't know the time yet, but I will post it on my I'm only on, well, I think I'm on I don't know what I'm on. I think I'm on TikTok, but I don't know it. But Instagram, it's Kimberly Brooks 11, the number 11. That's my favorite number.
Mm.
So you can find me there, and I can't think of things to plug, but
I know we're not allowed to talk about anything.
I know,
know.
and I
It's
don't
top
know.
secret.
I did a bunch of conventions, but I don't know if I have any more this year.
Yeah,
It's
I'm
getting cold. I hope not.
exhausted. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's me.
Awesome. Allie, what about yourself?
I'm only on Instagram. I do have a Twitter X account, but I don't use it anymore. So at Miss Allie Hillis, on Instagram. And I'll be posting stuff there. I'm going to actually sign today. So give me like an hour or so after this is over, and I'll pop on live on Instagram and sign for a couple hours. And then I'll sign again on Monday. I'm shooting for 11 a.m. Pacific, in that range. So again, I'll announce it on Instagram at Miss Allie Hillis. And I'm going to be, for those of you who are local to California, I'll be at Pasadena's Anime Con on Sunday, signing some fun stuff there. And for those of you who were missing Alex Wilton Regan today, we are going to do a Dragon Age Day panel with Streamily on December 4th. And maybe some of you guys also will be there. I'm not sure. Whoever's involved with Dragon Age, we're just putting it together. So maybe
Fun.
we'll
That's
see more of
exciting.
us that
I
have
love
that
Dragon Age
cool
fans.
crossover.
Yes.
And I just also want to plug a lot of these guys have so many incredible projects on the side, not on the side, that are also like their competing careers. They're just running so many things at the same time. It's like, oh God, I'm not worthy. But you guys have to, check out Jen's all her classes and it's so incredible. And Mark has so much going on. I know you guys all have, classes you teach online, things like that. People are always coming to my table saying, how do I do this? How do I learn how? And I always give you my own advice, which is be an actor first. I think everyone here comes from the inside out as a voice actor. We are actors, and not just what we sound like, but who we are and what we bring to it relationship wise. But a lot of these guys have some incredible stuff out there that you can really learn from. So, find it.
Thank you, honey.
Yeah. Very cool. Excellent. Raphael, what about yourself?
Yeah, I mean, you mentioned Task, which is out and about. If you haven't seen it, it's just a good show. It's so well written, and it's a good ride. Pardon me. I also am. It's been announced, so I can say it. We're all doing things that we can't announce, but the one thing that I can announce is that essentially there is a prequel to the show The Boys called Vault Rising.
Oh,
What?
And I'm shooting that in Toronto now, so I'm back and forth. So it's a really cool.
Oh my God!
Oh, is Karen in that with you?
Karen
Fukuhara? Is she?
I haven't worked with her yet. I'm not sure.
Okay,
But
okay,
it's
okay.
set in it's a prequel, so it's a period piece.
Nice.
So it's been really fun to do all that. So
Same creator as The Boys?
Yeah. All that
Oh,
stuff.
and this is the coolest thing. He's the lead singer for My Chemical Romance.
Oh, no kidding.
Oh,
Wow,
yeah.
That's great. That's really cool.
That's what I understand.
So it's
That's
called
fine.
Vault Rising. You'll hear about it more down the line. And then I guess my passion project basically just is a films podcast that I do, which is about art house film.
Wow.
It's called Inside the Art House. I do it with Greg Lemley, who's a third generation
Lemley.
theater
Lemley, yeah.
owner. And we interview filmmakers whose films are opening in theaters in art houses around the country. And in about 13 months, we've got about 2.2 million views and 350,000 subscribers. So it's building steam. But it really is. It's as you all know, it's a lot of work for these to do these things, but it really feels like a public service because it's so important. If you're an independent filmmaker, it's so hard to break out through the noise. So we've been, it's a place to tune in if you want to hear about films that are smart and interesting, foreign, independent, and documentary films. So
is it inside the art house?
Inside the Art House on YouTube and Spotify and pretty much anywhere you listen or watch podcasts, it's out there. And
That's amazing.
That is
my
so
God.
fantastic.
I just fact checked myself. I'm wrong about Gerard Way. It was the Umbrella Academy. It was not The Boys. Yeah.
Oh,
Thank you. Yes, I
Close.
screwed that up, so I just fixed it. Sorry about that.
No.
Yeah.
Oh yes, The Boys was Garth Ennis, the preacher.
That's
guy.
right.
Yeah, he preached.
Exactly.
Oh,
Yes, Garth Ennis. Garth Ennis created The Boys. Yes.
And I assume, Raphael, we were talked about how you're such a nice person and you play such great evil characters. I assume you'll be playing a very nice person on The Boys prequel because everyone in that universe is uniformly.
nice.
And of course I'd tell you, but then I'd have to kill you. So yeah.
They're angelic. They're angelic and kind. Yes.
Actually, I do remember now what I saw you in, Raphael. I was on a plane, and it's called Friendship. And there's a scene with Paul Rudd, and you guys are all like singing, I don't know, some song, and you guys are just.
It's a cringe comedy. It's one of those like
so cringy.
Yeah.
I loved it. You were hilarious.
Oh,
That whole
God,
scene was
great.
hilarious. I know. Anyway, that was great. You're great. You're fantastic, and I'm so excited that you're going to be in this.
I'm coming to Long Island City, baby.
Okay,
cool.
let's do it.
Very cool. And last but not least, Ash, where can folks find you and when are you doing your signing?
Thank you. I am mostly only on Instagram, ash.soroka. Sroka. And in my bio there's links to all the other places you can find me. There's some pre-releases of new music that I'm writing.
Ooh.
There's there's a bunch of stuff. I'm doing a lot of visual art projects and a lot of writing. Raphael, I'm gonna find you when I make the film that I'm writing right now. a lot of stuff that I'm really excited to share with everybody. So follow me there. I'll post everything there.
So
And
cool.
I'm signing Monday night at 7. I think Courtney and I might just jump on a stream together with both of our, so you can get on either. I don't. We'll figure it out, but you'll be able to find it through either one of us. And then for anybody, there were some questions about this on my feed. For anybody who's getting any of the duo prints, if they're both being signed live, we will either jump on each other's feed or you will get it on both feeds. So one of us will sign it, we'll get it to the other one. And then since Jen's not on camera, I'll sign my part live and then she'll sign it. So you'll get, but we try to jump on each other's feeds as much as we can. So for any of the duo prints, we will attempt that, but we'll get both of us.
And if you have duos, just be patient because it takes time. We all have to find the matching spots in our schedule, and then there's shipping. And Mark and I are not based in the U.S., so it's extra time. And
it's got to go through customs and all this.
Yeah, customs and on strikes going on and off with the postal service and all the things. So I don't know if we're on strike now or there. I have no idea. But it seems to be frequent these days.
But we do our best.
Yeah.
There's people asking, sorry, again, about where to get those prints, you guys. On all of our Instagrams, there's links to our stores, and also on Streamily, there's a link to N7, which then you can find all of us. So you want to get your prints there, and then we'll show up. And
the links are in our bios.
Yeah, all of our links in our bios and our link trees are our bios. Yeah.
Yeah, you can go there.
Not
By
in
the
my
way,
bio, but it will be soon. Thank you for the reminder.
Yeah.
you guys, there've been so many requests for a holiday sing-along album. I don't know why we haven't done this yet.
Oh, I want Mass Effect the musical.
I mean, that's what we need. Mass Effect the musical. Why
Well, I mean, we
not?
got to start with the Christmas album, and then
I know.
Yeah, work our way
a
up.
holiday album,
God, I want to do that.
I love that idea.
right?
There is a 12 Days of Christmas Mass Effect parody out there, like
There is.
7 Hanar, 6 in Gorcha. Yeah, it's
Oh my God.
We need to record that song.
Let's just.
We need to record that song, and then we each get like a line in it that's one of those. Oh my God!
Yeah, I want to
That's
say
great.
I think that was a fan named E-Fleck on.
I was gonna say-
yeah.
It would be like a "We Are the World" kind of moment.
There you go.
Totally.
On the
That's
counter, we all have microphones. We could actually all
Exactly.
record from
We
wherever
can do
we
that.
are.
Yep.
Someone can put it together.
And all the
Make it
proceeds go to
happen.
Snap. Yeah.
Yeah.
I love it. We
yeah.
just got wind that the clip of the statue is ready to play. So Streamily, if you wouldn't mind rolling that. And
Drum
then I
roll,
think
drum
we'll
roll, please.
Say our
Yes.
farewells.
So
Amazing.
Badass.
Beautiful.
this is
It
me
is.
trying to figure out how to do that with my iPhone.
I know. Just walk around very slowly.
I know, right?
Get a
It's
lazy
like
Susan from your kitchen, and you
A
just
lazy
slowly
Susan.
turn it. You know,
There you go.
That's what
cover
I
it in a little
need.
piece of black velvet, and let's just slowly
Yep.
turn it.
I love it.
That's
I
what
love
I
it.
High
need.
tech.
Hey, you guys,
Um,
I forgot to plug one other thing. I wanted
Yes,
to tell
please.
everybody about a friend of mine named Jeff Berg, who also is one of the Rooks in Dragon Age. He is also doing a really cool show called The Actors Volume. It's theactorsvolume.com. And you'll see some of us end up being interviewed on there, but it talks all about sort of behind the scenes and the creation, what we
Nice.
do.
Very
Motion
cool.
capture.
Yeah,
definitely
motion
check that
capture.
out.
Nice.
Yeah, performance
Um,
capture. Yeah.
Love it.
Well, thank you all so much.
Ash,
for,
you're awesome.
you.
Like,
Oh,
You're
Oh,
awesome.
really
Thank you,
Ash.
Ash.
Big hand
it's
for
great
Ash.
to see you guys. It was like I was so excited because it's like a reunion, and you guys are so fun, and like I only get to see you every once in a while. So
Well, thank you.
it
We
was
wouldn't want
great
to do this
hanging out.
without you.
So good to see
Thanks,
you.
thanks. Yeah,
Yeah.
wonderful hanging out with you guys, and thanks
Yeah.
to everyone that was watching. I know there's so many questions about the future of Mass Effect and Mass Effect in general. Just stay tuned. Who knows what'll
Yeah.
happen?
And-
It's all fun, cool stuff coming.
Yeah. And I would say, as I always say, for the community out there, if whatever you guys want to see in the next Mass Effect, they don't know if you don't tell them. So reach out to them on socials, them being whoever owns that IP now. It's changed a few times. And whoever bought EA, reach out to them and just tell them what you want. And if you tell them in enough volume, maybe they'll listen. You never know.
Yeah.
Yes,
True.
and be kind when you ask.
Yeah.
Be kind.
Sure. You make sure
Yeah.
to stress that you want to see lots and lots of Vorcha in this game. Like there's so
Yeah,
much.
absolutely. Although I quake for your voice, but
Yes.
Yeah.
Vorcha Effect is the next game. It's just all Vorcha screaming at each other.
With
Blue
water.
babies.
The subtitle is "Whoops All Vorcha." I think.
Right. And now
Um,
all together, do we dare say it together?
Yes.
Mm.
Yeah.
And we
I
should
go.
Good go.
we gotta go.
That was terrible. We got to do this again. Somebody
One
give
more
us some
time.
beeps.
Is it I should go or we should go?
We
should-
or
three, two,
I?
one.
What are we doing?
We.
We.
Three, two,
Okay,
one, we.
we.
3, 2, 1. We
We
should
should
go.
go.